What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you some awesome tips and tricks and some hidden features, some settings you should definitely adjust, especially if you just picked up or just started using the brand new iPhone 13, because there's a lot of awesome things that this powerful cell phone can do. Even though this is not the Pro model, there's a lot of pro things it could do, to believe it or not. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So launching the camera app is actually as powerful as the iPhone 13 Pro, believe it or not. As if you switch to photos, this little icon over here will also allow you to change between many different styles you could choose from. You can start with the standard. If you want more contrast, you can select rich contrast, warm, cool, and in addition to that, a feature that a lot of people seem to forget, you can actually fine tweak these. So in the rich contrast, for example, you can actually move the tone to your liking here, and it'll actually save it. And then in addition to that, if you go into cinematic mode, you also have the new cinematic mode. And yes, see, I told you this is not just exclusive for the iPhone 13 Pro. You can record pretty much everything in this gorgeous looking cinematic mode. And when you end recording, you can always go back and adjust the focus points just by simply tapping edit, like you typically would on a photo when you're trying to crop or something like that. You have access to all these important tools, so in case the AI messed up on the focus, you can always go back and fine tweak it as it saves that much data. The only con to this is that it records 1080p, not 4K, but regardless, it looks absolutely amazing. And then moving along, of course, on video and photo mode, you now have access to the ultra wide lens and the wide angle lens, and if you tap and hold, you can actually use a zoom in scroll wheel like this, and this could actually create dolly effects as you focus on the subject and you move towards the opposite direction while moving the zoom towards that opposite direction. You create these cool looking dolly zoom effects, is what videographers call this. And then another cool thing about the iPhone 13 is that night mode is now supported, even on the 13, just a regular 13, with the ultra wide lens. So if you take a photo at night, night mode is now fully supported, which is really awesome. Now moving along, these next few features was recently added on iOS 14 originally, but if you, in case you just got a new phone, you want to go ahead and enable these next hidden features. So the first hidden feature I recommend having enabled is picture-in-picture mode. If you don't know how to enable this, just go into your settings real quick. It's quicker if you literally just type in picture-in-picture on the top bar right here, search bar, and it will automatically take you in the picture-in-picture mode. Just go ahead and enable this. Now whenever you view like a Netflix video or something like that, and you just close the tab, you'll notice you can still navigate the entire phone and still view your content. So if you're replying to messages, emails, or something like that, you can still view it, and double tap to bring enlarge it or shorten it. You can even move it to the side like so, or you could just bring it up and go back to the actual main page just like that. Then as a pro tip, if you're watching a YouTube video, use Safari. If you're not subscribed to YouTube Premium, just enlarge it, and there you go. Now you have the picture-in-picture function. And if you do happen to have the subscription for YouTube Premium, which I personally do, it's been absolutely amazing. If you do have premium benefits, go on your YouTube, tap on your profile, and go into the premium benefits, and down here, tap on try new features. Scroll down to where you see picture-in-picture on iOS. Of course, mine's already on, so it's giving me the option to turn off, but yours will say turn on. Now with this enabled, now whenever you launch a YouTube video and you minimize the screen, boom, you have a little small window. Now another setting that I recommend, and some tips and tricks, can be found in Safari. So if you're coming from an older iPhone and you're not used to the search bar being down here, you could actually reverse it and put it back on top. It's more convenient because it's just muscle memory in my opinion. If you go into your settings, go into Safari, scroll down where you see tabs. Here is where you can actually adjust the search bar. So I'm going to leave it on single tap, so it's going to go back on top like how it originally normally was. Now another cool thing about Safari is now you can actually customize it a little bit more than ever before. If you actually open up a blank tab like so and you scroll all the way down, tap on edit, and in here you can actually select different wallpapers of the background you want it to have, and you can actually tap on the plus icon and actually import a custom image this way as well. And of course you also have other settings, like right here you could disable some of the things like shares with messages from friends, Siri suggestions, iCloud, favorites. You could customize it much more than ever before. Now, other nifty things on Safari is that, see all these multiple open tabs? You can actually click and drag them and rearrange them to your liking. And there's also gesture controls too, where you can actually swipe to close just like so. Now, another cool feature that I definitely have been taking advantage of lately, especially on Safari or even other apps also support this, is whenever you have an image or a text you want to transfer or a file, instead of like saving that to the device itself, you can actually click and drag it, slide up, and go to the next app, so like Messenger or something like that, and literally click and drag it and drop it in. You could do this on across any app, including notes and all that good stuff. So definitely do take advantage of this new iPad click and drag feature that's now innovated on the iPhones. Now, FaceTime got some interesting hidden features as well. Now, whenever you FaceTime a call, you can actually enable a blurry background by simply tapping on this little icon right here. It gives a cinematic effect, but to FaceTime. But it doesn't just end there. Before you were limited on people you could chat with. That user also had an iPhone or something like that, needed an Apple product. Nowadays, you can actually create a link that is universal. Anybody with access to this link is able to actually FaceTime you, and to create one is very easy. All you gotta do is simply launch the FaceTime app, and there it is. Create a link, and then tap on here, copy that link, and literally anybody who has access to a device that has a web browser and a front-facing camera, this could be an Android tablet, Chromebook computer, or a Windows computer, will be able to FaceTime you, just like that, so long as you share them that link. So private relay, it's kind of like a VPN where Apple makes it so it hides your IP no matter on what website you browse on Safari and such. And sometimes this could be very convenient, sometimes it could be a very inconvenient, because you may notice that your cellular connection or Wi-Fi connection is just unnecessarily slow. If you want to go ahead and disable this, simply just go into your settings. You need to tap on your profile name, scroll down to iCloud, and right here you'll see private relay beta. Go ahead and disable this and just follow the on-screen instructions, and there you go. Now you disable that built-in VPN function in a sense. And if you want to go ahead and re-enable this, now you know how to do that if you want to go incognito and be invisible to your ISP. Now the lock screen got a new feature. If you swipe down, you now have access to Spotlight search. Here you can type up anything you're trying to look for, documenting apps and all that good stuff right there and search, and it will just unlock via Face ID once you hit search. Other nifty goodies is the camera app now has support for live text. Whenever you take a photo or just look at text in general via the camera, you can actually tap and copy and paste the text. This is perfect if you're trying to quickly like copy someone's contact information, like a link. And also there's image information, which you can access by going into a previously saved photo or taking shot photo. By tapping the eye icon down here, this gives you more information about the type of lens you use to take that photo. But in addition to that, if it's like an important architecture like the Eiffel Tower or something like that, it will actually point that out on what that is. You could use this for flowers, animals, and all that stuff. The AI is able to identify the image and tell you more information regarding about it. All in all, there you go. Those are some awesome hidden features, some tips and tricks you could do on your brand new iPhone 13. If you found this video informative and useful, I'd greatly appreciate if you could actually leave this video a like. Those help me out a lot. And get subscribed, especially if you enjoy a lot of tech videos very similar to this. And so in the meantime, if you like to see more, maybe you're interested on a new upcoming Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Series 7, you can go ahead and check out that video over here. Its pre-order times are coming out very soon, so you want to order them right now before it's too late because they're limited on supply. I cover everything in that video, and then the video next to that one, that is just a video YouTube's recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Catch you all in the next one. See ya.